What's up, everyone? Welcome to the third intro of the Day One Patch Entertainment podcast. Here with your friends on Day One Patch Entertainment. I am Edgar. Also with me is Percival. Also with him is Slunk. Also with Slunk is me. This is the Dope Podcast where friends get together to talk about everything and everyone. And this is not the third time we've done this intro. No, it's not.
It's
not.
Nope.
That's a... What's it called when you think something was one way, Bernstein Bears and all that? It's Mandela effect. This is the Mandela effect, and none of that happened before. It's all part of your imaginary mind.
Yeah, you guys all have been Mandela'd.
Yeah, he's got Mandela the fuck out of. What's up, Percy?
How does that make
How
you
you
feel?
doing
Cherry Coke.
Cheers.
Salud.
Salad.
Salud.
That's a good way to start the podcast.
Salud.
That was been going perfect this whole time.
What are you talking about? Mandela effect. Mandela effect.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
No, everything's great. It's good. It's been a really good day. Yeah, productive in life. So what do we do today? What is this podcast about?
This podcast is about everything and everyone and everything happening in the world and things happening in our lives and things happening to us in our lives and around the world and things that we do.
Yes.
And even though you got Mandela, we were talking about earlier how hot it was, and you guys need to think about a cool sensation, and
But-
Percy was not having it.
No. Lies. Think about it. Think when you're on an iceberg. Like, no, I can't. It's so hot.
Look, just think that you're on an iceberg, and then like you're just melting through it. You just go. You can't do that.
No.
You can't put that in your mind's eye.
Oh, it's just gonna be heat and horror. And stuff.
Did you know that's a thing that people can't shut their eyes and like imagine things as like you close your eyes, think of a red car. Like, do you see a red car?
Yes.
I saw a purple one.
Yeah, well, at least you saw something. You might be colorblind in your mind, but, but at least you see something. Like, that's a thing that people can't imagine things like that. Like, close your eyes and imagine. Like, I can't. Fuck, right? That's half the story right there.
Also, and something kind of like when people don't dream, they just like close their eyes, wake up, they wake up, done. No dreams, none whatsoever.
I think I sort of have that, but I don't have close your eyes, wake up. It's more like close eyes, things happened. Probably.
Maybe, sort of.
Wake up, go to the bathroom. I dreamed about something. It was a red car. And then I go back to sleep and then wake up again.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a lot of dreams. You wake up tired.
Wake up tired.
Wake up exhausted. I have fucking vivid, crazy fucking dreams all the time. I wake up and I'm like, why am I exhausted?
What's been your last marathon dream?
I've been working out like a motherfucker in my dreams. Like,
Well, in my dream because it didn't help.
wake up all sweaty, sore.
Like, who said it was half mental? What's been your last marathon dream or whatever you're dreaming about?
Let's see. There was one recently. You were in it. Slunk wasn't. B was in it.
Like, was I a star or co-star?
No, you were
or
just there.
Minor appearance?
So we were
Guest star.
minor character in the background.
God damn it. Fill up the space in the back.
It was you, myself, B, Edwin, Johnny, Chris. We all decided to go to a restaurant to have dinner. But while we were waiting there, somebody brought in a big giant beer, and we couldn't find a way to pour it in the cup, so we ended up getting big ass straws and trying to.
Makes sense to me.
So we're trying to drink it with giant straws, but for some reason the table was way too big, and the beer was in the middle, so we couldn't reach it with our straws. So we were trying to build one giant straw.
So when you say giant beer, what do you feel like this beer was?
So this
like,
beer was like a barrel.
Was it like a mug barrel of beer?
Yes. So just a giant, like it was like probably like that tall, big ass barrel, but all glass with a handle, But again, because it's a dream, the lady that brought it out was carrying it like nothing, and just put it on the table. But when she put it on the table like got big, and so we couldn't reach. So then, while everyone was trying to figure that out, there was a giant wall of the steaks you could order.
That's not even like the main part of the.
No, that's just there. So there was a part where we're trying to order a steak.
Yeah.
And Edwin comes up and goes, I really want that one steak. And I'm like, which one? Oh, that one that says it's 100 days old. I'm like, no, that says 100 days old without incident. I don't know what that
I love
means.
this restaurant.
And then the dream switches to a went outside, and then like,
That was it. We're done with the restaurant scene.
oh, my
Yeah.
dreams go like this. It switches. Like it went from there to was outside. It was kind of like a park, and I was trying to find my car.
Red car.
A car. And then some robots just started walking by, and I decided they're like, oh, they passed by this hot dog stand. Let me go try to get a hot dog because it couldn't get food, and then my dream switched
Guess
again.
you didn't get the steak. That's why.
I guess. And then my dream switched again to I was riding a bike, but when I got to the building, the officers are like, "Hey, no, there's shit going down there. You have to leave your bike."
Officer?
There was an officer that said, "You got to leave the bike here." And I'm like, "No, I'm taking my bike with you." And then it turns out the officer was a liar, and he was trying to steal my bike, and there was nothing going on in the building. And I woke up. And that's just one of my fucking many dumb
restaurant, robot hot dogs, bike stealing cop.
Yeah, pretty much.
Makes sense.
It's. Oh God.
Was there a pirate ship at any point?
At this time, no. But I'm pretty sure now that you mentioned it, I'm gonna have tonight. I'm probably gonna end up having something with pirate ships in there.
Yeah.
It's usually like I don't know. Whatever I watch ends up just intermingling with my dream and a part of it, or like something said in the morning will somehow get in my fucking dream.
Get just stuck there.
Yeah.
So is it like a nightly? Like
Every night.
Every night is like this crazy vivid dream.
If let's say out of the week, 5 to 6 nights out of the week, I'm gonna have a vivid dream every time. Like if next week I could write down at least a part of each day, it's gonna be something fucking ridiculous. Every night's gonna be ridiculous.
You're just living in what's that place in South Park? Imagination Land. You were just everything just totally different. Like all your made up characters from throughout your day, throughout your life, just passing on by.
Sometimes
God damn, that fucking robot passed by. I need that hot dog. No.
But I think it makes sense in the dream all the time, and then you wake up, what the fuck was that?
Do you have lucid dreams where you could you're in a dream and
I've
can handle
had that happen, but it's not common. But I've had it happen where I've been like, I'm in a fucking dream.
Mm-hmm.
I can make shit happen, and then instead of going crazy, I'm like, ooh, let me fly, and I'll fly. But then in my dream, I'm like, but wait, I'm in the dream, and then back to the ground, but not crashing. Just I want to fly again.
No.
No.
The
It's
jump
like,
scare.
it's like, ooh, I can fly, and then like, wait, but it's a dream. I shouldn't be flying, and then I go back down, and then I'm like, no, but I'm in a dream. I can fly, and I can't do it again. Like I can't tap back into it. But those are like far between. Like I don't have that. I wish I could do that every night. Like I have an actual like, oh, I know what I'm doing right now. Let me make something happen over here. Get my perfect steak over there.
How about you, Slunk? Do you have dreams or lucid dreams?
I like how
That's where his dreams go to. His perfect steak.
What's food?
Something attainable.
Of course, it's gonna be food.
And I just like that he has like all the power in the world, like to be like superhuman. Like I don't know, go anywhere in the world. Your wildest dreams, and it's like steak. Like I made the perfect steak.
A good.
It was
steak.
pretty good steak though.
Come on, Slunk.
Yeah. No, I tend to have the dreams I tend to remember are the ones that like do wake me up, and it tends to be like something scary. It's never like, oh, that was good. Like that was
It's never pleasant.
Yeah. Usually it's like something terrifying, like drowning or getting shot or turning into a zombie. Have you ever turned into a zombie?
One. No, I've had the ones that've been shot. I've had the. There's one dream that I will always remember that not traumatized me, but like I still remember it. That's how bad of a dream it was.
Traumatizing.
It was.
I wasn't traumatized, but it affected me mentally for life.
So basically, what happened? It was in the house. I was a little kid, and then I remember just getting up in my dream to go to the kitchen. Right. I was trying to get some water, and out of nowhere, something grabbed my legs and started pulling me out the kitchen door. And I'm trying to yell to my parents, like, help me, but nothing's coming out. Like, I couldn't yell. And I remember grabbing onto the door handles as they're getting pulled, and I somehow kick, and I get up, and I trying to run to my parents' room, and there's no one there. All the lights start flickering, it's off, and I'm like, I can't talk, I can't yell. And then there was a certain sound that my mom's car used to make that I knew it when they were here, like, oh, my mom's home.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing that in the dream, thinking, oh, I'm safe, right? And as I start walking towards the kitchen, I see the car pass by, and there's nobody in the car. And I remember freaking out, and I fucking woke up.
That's what freaked you out. It was just no one in the car.
Yeah, because like I couldn't yell at my parents. That freaking freaked me out. I was getting pulled.
Yeah, like none of those other things like freaked you out. Like, oh no, mom's not in the car. Like,
Well, the car was driving itself.
That is kind of scary. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's fucking scary as hell. Like I'm happy I don't have these dreams because like I've never been shot. I've never been fucking
That one.
stabbed or got taken by a monster in a zombie apocalypse. Like, I don't need to be afraid when I go to sleep.
Don't let's see, but it doesn't happen often. It just happens sometimes.
You have 5 out of 6 or 5
No,
or
I'm
6.
talking about the bad dreams. The bad dreams are not
but
often.
I'm still saying that's still a big chance for these things to happen. Then you're tired afterwards, anyways.
yeah, no, I am tired in the morning.
While Slunk's over here getting shot, and what else were you saying?
Stab. No, zombie becomes a zombie.
Zombie. You become a zombie?
Yeah, like there's the post like bite. Like you realize you're like a zombie and like everything goes gray and feels weird, very very scary. Yeah.
So how does brains taste?
I mean, I didn't get to my first kill as a
What a
zombie.
failure of a zombie, man.
Well, I just started. Like I'm a beginner.
Rookie zombie numbers over there.
I'm a beginner. I just started this lifestyle. I don't
Terrible.
know. I
I
don't
just started
know.
this lifestyle.
I don't know the best places to eat yet. I don't really, I haven't researched it. So you got to give me some time before I can become a good zombie.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Warm Bodies?
No.
It has
Heard of it, never seen it.
It's about a girl who falls in love with a zombie, and the zombie's starting to like remember things, and he's like, God, who's the actor? He's one of the guys in Mad Max, the one that gets sprayed all.
Beast in First Class.
Yeah, it's him.
Okay.
I forgot the guy's
I got
name,
his name, but I know who you're talking about.
but yeah, it's him as the main zombie dude, and cute zombie boy who falls in love
Yeah.
with cute non-zombie girl.
They're always cute.
They're always cute. How are you gonna get done by hitting a zombie apocalypse? A cute zombie.
Just trying to give me a kiss and just
Out of nowhere. You're trying to have sex with a dead zombie. Is it still
Was it necrophilia?
necrophilia?
I would think so.
It's dead.
I would think so.
It's living dead.
They're living, but still dead, huh?
Still dead.
Yeah.
There should be a different type of necro. Livophilia. Dead.
No, I think that's just regular sex.
Is it regular sex?
Yeah. Keep going.
Talk about zombies. What's the last zombie in not Walking Dead? Like zombie anything you've seen? Except Warm Bodies, because
I wanted to watch the new Resident Evil on Netflix, but it didn't pass me. It didn't grab my attention. I saw the trailer. I was like, maybe not gonna watch this.
it already came out.
Yeah, at least I think I did.
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't seen anything besides Walking Dead in a long time. But do you remember like the old Night of the Living Dead films?
The last one I remember is the not the 70s one, but the one that in the mall.
Oh, that's the one with the
Land of the Living Dead, or
no. It's fuck. I
With
know what you're
Vin
talking about.
Rames.
Yeah, Vin Rames. It has Phil from
Modern Family.
Modern Family. He's a dick in that film.
Hey, he was a dick and Hook.
Dawn of the
Was it?
Dead.
He called the cops.
And I regretted it.
Yeah.
It's not Dawn of the Dead, is it?
Yeah, it's Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead, yeah.
Dawn of
That
the
was
Dead.
good. But those are the zombies that are fucking scary because they fucking chase your ass.
There was one with John Leguizamo. I remember watching that one.
And that was still along the lines of that, like in
that
that
same
universe,
era,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be like, wasn't it like the rich people on the top of a tower or something? And
Yeah, they get all like the cool shit and just
The
give the
po-
scraps to everyone else.
yeah. I saw a trailer for that. I never saw it. Well, how was it? Was it good or?
That's when the zombies start to learn, Percy. So
Wait,
the
what?
The zombies are all like decile. They're all just
Docile.
decile. Yeah, they're all
Docile,
just
yeah.
chilling and like just trying to get back to like they knew they did this. They don't know why they're doing it. Like a mailman's still like trying to deliver mail and shit. There's like a construction dude still trying to construction like with the hammer.
What the fuck?
But I know where they get attacked and the main zombie dude. He's like, what the fuck? Why he attack how many people? So then he sees the big ass tower with all the rich people. They start going towards it. Somehow they get a gun and he just starts blasting it. He realizes he can't use it no more. Like, but he doesn't know why.
Wait.
This is all true. None of what I said is a lie.
Wait.
It's in the movie.
So the zombies. Wait.
Yeah.
So they start remembering shit, trying to do their old shit, but they can't. So,
It's not like they
zombie
remember. It's
homie-
just that they're just going
it's
through the
just
motions.
ingrained in their head. Okay, but then why did he pick up the gun?
because he saw that they were being used against them.
So they want to use it against the people.
So he knows it did something, but he didn't know how to really use it. So he wasn't a military man in his previous life. He doesn't know how to use a gun. Come on now. So, be sensible.
Oh, sorry. I'm done. My bad. So how did it
end? They break into the tower somehow. People die, and the good guys escape, and the bad people don't
get eaten.
Yeah, okay. Only like one guy survived or something.
Yeah, so it's a happy ending.
Yeah, true. How the true world should end, you know?
Yeah.
So, what's up, guys?
So on Reddit, I was seeing this post that got some fame on Eater.
Okay.
I forgot exactly where the subreddit was, but people wanted recommendations of expensive restaurants that didn't taste good so they could get to their enemies.
Yeah, like out of spite.
Like, oh yeah, you should try this.
I wouldn't know this list.
Yeah, you should try this awesome place. I know that it's oh, they have the best steak. I'm gonna send you there first.
Oh, you asshole.
But yeah, it was a list made on Reddit. I forgot exactly where it was.
I think it might have been an unpopular opinion.
Popular opinions?
Yeah, because
you know about it?
Yeah, I've been like browsing it lately. Like Reddit is very good at like figuring out what you've been clicking on and being like, oh, you like this shit, don't you?
Let me give you some more of it. Take it.
Eat this shit.
And
eat it.
Like there's one right here that says milkshakes are too thick to drink with a straw, and straws are pointless, basically.
There we go. From the Reddit post. An entertaining yet admittedly mean-spirited thread posted on Reddit on Sunday begins with the question, looking for a poor quality yet expensive restaurant to suggest to an enemy. Any suggestions? One user said of celebrity magnate The Ivy, I've never had a more bland tornado of flavors.
Bland tornado of flavors. I like that. Damn.
Yeah. What would be one that you would think of? What?
A restaurant that's expensive and shitty?
Chat says Guisados.
I've never been there.
It's got a dope logo. Like the logo looks tasty. Yeah, I'm like, oh,
it's all.
It's a tasty looking building.
That's how you explain. What type of logo you want? I want one of these.
Mm-hmm.
I want one that makes us look good. Is your food good? It doesn't matter.
No.
Okay, it doesn't. That's not it. That's
we
not
got time
point.
for that.
But you've been there, right? I guess so. What do you?
It's good, but I say it's expensive for the taco.
Expensive just to be expensive?
Yeah.
Have you been there, Slunk?
Yeah. No, actually, no, I've never had it.
Yeah. No, actually.
Yeah, I think I was I was like hungry once, and I was near it in downtown at the near the Grand Central Market, and I just went for something else. I didn't end up.
So the prices were like, nah, not that good.
I don't know if it was the prices, as much. I just went for something else. I think like in the back of my head, I remember somebody saying like, "Oh, it's not that good," and. And
right there.
I did it.
And I just didn't go.
Yeah, I hear it's good. It's just expensive as fuck.
Which is weird because I mean, fucking tacos aren't that fucking hard. Like, how do you fuck up tacos? I don't get it.
Yeah, it's not about fucking up a taco. Is you went out of your way to fuck up a taco. Like when we went to 626. And we had the birria tacos, you know, the hard R. Birria.
Birria. Here you go, Twitch. You're welcome.
Birria
I'm gonna
tacos.
teach you how to roll your R's. All right, that way you can get the.
But I can't say I can't say the birria factory, you know. We have birria, you know, like it's that one's a little harder for me. Go ahead, attempt it.
Wait.
Birria.
God damn it. Birria.
Yeah.
Birria.
The birria factory.
Birria.
I can't say it.
Birria. Well, anyways, at the 626 we had birria tacos.
And were delicious?
That's the thing is that I think me and Slunk we had two different types, and Slunk liked the taco from one, and I liked the consomme from that one, and then I liked the consomme from another one, but he liked the taco from that one.
Okay, so one had better tacos and the other one had better consomme.
Yeah, so it's just
Mix
better.
match.
Yeah. We should have known. It's like we should have mixed and matched, you know.
Well, now you know for next time.
Yeah, that consomme was fucking pretty good. And like you just think like, isn't it just like the shit with the chicken on it? You just put it in water, but it's
Yeah, chicken water.
little rooster on the packet. But
No, it's not just that.
Nor
But it-
Suiza.
but
Another double R. Nor Suiza.
you're getting your money's worth today, Twitch. Yeah, you are.
I'm not a natural. Like I don't. When else are you supposed to say it?
I feel like a dick when I fucking do it sometimes. Like you know, like those people. That's not how you're supposed to say it. Like you know, I just
Carro.
it's carro.
Yes, this taco is muy carro. Well, no, that's not how you do it.
Wrong
That's not how you say it.
Was there any words in English that you guys couldn't say? Like back in the day, I couldn't say aluminum. It'd be like
Aluminium.
Like aluminum.
I don't know. I got nothing on top of my head where it's hard to say.
No, I don't know. Words aren't that hard.
Words are difficult. All right.
There's words to say
Um,
in English.
I mean, they're gonna be Worcestershire sauce. It's like number
That
one.
doesn't count.
'Cause
That doesn't
it's
count at
not
all. That's just
English.
fucking like some guy just made it up. Some drunk part like, yeah, it's called Worcestershire sauce.
the most difficult English words to pronounce. Worcestershire.
The end.
There it is.
We got choir, squirrel, anemone,
Wait, what was that last one?
isthmus, anemone,
Okay, I can't say that.
sixth, penguin, colonel, or colonel.
Oh, God.
Colonel.
Can you explain that one to me? Why that doesn't have a fucking?
C-O-L. No.
God.
You don't use your colonel?
Nope.
None of these are that hard. Drought.
Just the first one.
Quinoa. Onomatopoeia.
Taqueria?
What?
Taqueria?
Onomatopoeia. Almost there.
Anamanapia.
Anamanatopia.
Anamanapia. Tapia.
Up here.
Anamanatopia.
Is that a fish?
O-N-O-M-A-T-O. P-O. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I don't know about that. Let's see. What do we
I
got?
just know Eminem says, word for word, that's what he said. I was going through my TikToks when I got a Eminem video pop on there. It was when when Dr. Dre and Eminem first met, and Dr. Dre's like, let's go in the studio real quick. You just want to hear something I've been messing with? And he starts doing the my name is beat. And out of nowhere, like 10 seconds into it, Eminem's like, hi, my name is. And Dr. Dre's like, pause, let's go in the studio, we start recording, we're gonna start doing all this stuff. It was like on the first thing they did, you know?
That's freaking dope.
It was from that the HBO documentary, the Founders.
I know exactly which one, and I fucking never finished it.
Is that the Nike dude and
Yeah.
Jay-Z? Not Jay-Z.
No.
Dr. Dre. The guy I was just talking about.
Fuck, I forgot what the name. But yeah, that was a good. I didn't get to finish all of them because it was like it was multiple episodes, right?
It was at least two. I don't know if multiple.
Why am I thinking about a different
Well,
HBO one?
Is that
This was a-
technically multiple?
What's multiple? Isn't that three? If I say I have a multiple amount of things and I bring two, are you gonna get mad at me that I only brought two?
Yes, it's a pair. You said multiple.
That's what he's saying. He said it's two.
No, fuck it. Hold on, I gotta look at the
If I have
fucking
some-
definition now. Multiple.
Compared to multiple.
Hey, give me a second.
Yeah.
Said multiple, having or involving several parts, elements, or members.
Several. What is several? Damn it.
A noun is
More than two.
a number that can be divided by another number without a remainder.
Oh, that's multiple? The actual, like multiply multiple?
Is a multiple more than two?
Yeah. There we go. That's the meat right there.
A combined, a combining form meaning many, much, multiple, many times, more than one, more than two, composed of many like parts in many respects, used in the formation of compound words. Multiply, multivitam.
That's a cop out. I heard more than one, more than two.
Yeah.
More than two is more than one. I need stronger definitions for words.
Yeah, I think multiple is two. or more.
2 or more?
Yeah.
I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, more than one is what I would say.
So what is sub?
Huh?
Are these all just the same words to you? Some, couple.
No, couple is 2.
Couple is
is 2. Is definitively 2.
I have a
'cause
couple.
Couple 2. Yeah.
So I say, I'm coming with a couple. And I bring Percy and Brenda. That's right? Because it's a couple. No? It's not a couple?
Yeah.
He's right.
You can say that all day long.
God.
You know what I did this week that's like the most satisfying adult thing one can do?
Pay your bills.
Right. What's most satisfying adult thing you can do that Slunk would like?
Oh.
What would
Yeah.
Slunk like that's adultish?
Wash dishes.
No.
Do your laundry.
No.
Fold your clothes like J. Cole.
Clean the computer.
It's a thing that you don't do often. Like, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to do that stuff every week. But, like, something that is a big deal that is adult and satisfying.
Clean out the car.
That's a good one. But
That's
no, none of those. I rented storage.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, rented storage. We're cleaning the apartment, and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna be a big boy.
And live in the garage. Live in the storage.
So I was joking around. I was like, maybe we could podcast from it. But no, it's just one of those things where it's like, you know what? I'm an adult. I can pay to not have to live in like surrounded by a bunch of shit. Like, you just make this decision as an adult, use your money to live a better life. And I was like, you know, we're gonna take some of this stuff out of the apartment, make some room for us, more room for us.
And then you're gonna pack all that, and then you're gonna try to put it back into storage, and you're like, God damn, we got way too much stuff. We need a bigger storage.
And then storage wars.
Yeah.
You miss out on 2 payments. Then you got going, yup, to your fucking storage.
And you're gonna be there and get this all for $1.
I did think about that. I was like, man, what happens if I something happens to me and somebody has to go take care of that and they forget to, and all my stuff gets sold. And then the thing is, you don't get to look, right? Like, that's
Nope.
isn't that.
Well, they open it and you can look at it, but you can't like go inside. You just the far away.
According to
side.
the show, that's as far as I've gone.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten into like actual storage wars.
Yeah, I'm wondering what I see on TV. So you get to look at
If
it,
that's real.
and
Yeah, you can't even touch anything. Like you get to like just you have a light right there.
Yep.
Right, what are they doing? What's in that box?
Hell yeah. I'm going to fucking cover the door with empty boxes just in case.
Expensive looking boxes.
Yeah. Yeah, like get a bunch of like jewelry watch boxes that are empty and
Just
I
to
don't-
fake out someone you're never gonna meet.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's one of those things. Like, I saw somebody who like they were building like a kitchen island, and it's like empty underneath, I guess, right? And you're never gonna go in there. So they put a skeleton
I saw that. I saw that.
with like a screwdriver in his hand, and they're like,
That's hilarious, dude. I saw that same thing, and I was cracking up, and they told me about it. She's like, "It's just mean." I'm like, "That's hilarious."
yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, you're just pranking people for the future. It's like you're future proofing your house to prank someone.
Hey, but how fucked up would it be if you forgot? And then you start remodeling the kitchen. You're like, oh, fuck.
Oh yeah. There's my good screwdriver.
Yeah.
So I'm imagining your place, Slunk, and I'm like, what's gonna go in storage? I'm like, is there more things that I haven't seen that you guys are putting there?
No, I
I'm
mean,
guessing like stuff in the closet.
yeah, like clearing out closet space to make room for more, like, putting more stuff away and.
Getting rid of all the skeletons, putting them in a in a storage unit.
Oh yeah, yeah. And it was very satisfying to do that, to make room, and it's cool. Like, it's expensive, but it's nice. Like, felt good. It felt like, I'm a grown up at 38 finally. Figuring it out.
I've never found the need to like. I'm not a collector of things, I will say. As in, like, I don't want like all this extra stuff around me. It's like, you give me something like, all right, I need to use this, or hide it under the bed somehow, or put it somewhere. But I'm not gonna just like have it there. Like, I don't have like a lot of space. So right now, thinking of like, would I get a garage? What would I put there? Just things I would use like once a year. I have a garage. Yeah, that's too far.
Yeah, there's a bunch of junk here. Just looking up at the top of the garage, like, well, there's a bunch of shit that I don't even know what's up there. And then there's one of the sheds is packed.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the other shed that's filled with other junk that I don't know. There's a little motorcycle there that my brother hasn't
You
taken
should have
away.
got the shed and rented it out to the slunk. See?
How much are you charging you? I can charge you half. No promises though if we go missing.
That's why he has a lock. With the pin code. Beep, boop, beep. You can tell me though.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Question time.
Like,
Shoot.
let's say you could. Would you build a robot version of yourself that could take care of like responsibilities for you and things like that?
If it's like me, it's gonna be lazy and not want to do it. So,
Yeah.
so no, I wouldn't build a robot. myself.
I can't build a better version of me, Slug. I want the robot parts. You can make me stronger, faster.
Like, no, it's gonna take over my life.
Like, I can sit on the couch too. Let's go. Why, you want to build the robot you to handle the mundane things?
No, it was just a thought. It was a conversation that was being had at the house, and I just like thought like, yeah, would you want to build somebody to do things for around the house or whatever? But then like, yeah, it's like, what if it's a better version of you? Are you comfortable with that? Like,
Yeah,
no,
Do
no.
you have the kill switch at the ready? Like,
Yeah,
all right,
right, like,
you do
do
one
some-
thing out of line, motherfucker. You even think about going to night school.
reading a book? Fuck that shit.
You guys ever watch the Multiplicity?
I know of it, but I've never seen
I think I saw it.
Yeah, with Batman. What's his name?
Batman, Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
So Multiplicity is about this dude who doesn't have no more time, no time for nothing. So he finds this company that happens to be cloning people.
Okay.
Out of nowhere, what a coincidence.
Hey, you walk
Solves
around
his
the
problem,
neighborhood
right?
sometimes, and you'll be surprised what you find.
So he makes a clone, and the clone it's like him, like it looks like him, but it's just enhanced in other ways and not enhanced in other ways. So it's like a give and take on little parts. So, like say the first clone is like super hardworking and like takes over his job at one point, like doing everything for him at the job site, and then the clone is like, well, I need help. So then the clone gets cloned, and then this one becomes more in touch with his feelings because that one was too harsh,
Okay.
And then the third clone gets cloned on accident.
Okay, wait. But are they They're not cloning the original. They're cloning the clones.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
So-
So, is it like when you copy a copy of a paper where as you keep copying?
I was gonna say the last clone is my favorite. That's all I need to say.
What's wrong with the last one?
He likes pizza and soda, man. He just wants to chill and just be a kid for some reason. I'm not saying anything. That's all.
Yeah,
That's as far as it goes.
do not get us kicked off, please.
I kind of want to see this now.
It's a good movie.
What's it on?
I don't know. I've seen it forever ago.
Yeah, it's old. It's like one of those like missed out fires, like, like this would never happen, but it's fun to think about kind of movies.
Hello.
Ridiculous situations. It was like a whole genre in the 90s, in the 80s.
All right, we need a small little thing that we could be taken care of by talking. All right,
Man.
here's a cloning company.
Work on myself? Nah,
fuck that.
fuck that. Again, I'm gonna dress up like an old lady and solve my family problems like that.
Yeah, I forgot where I heard it read it. Like, if he just would have done all this stuff as him, it would have been fine.
Makes so much sense. That makes so much sense.
But no, he had to be a British nanny to able to see his kids.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it wasn't the fucking accent, okay? It was just doing the things.
He sat in like 2-3 hours of makeup to go look at after his kids.
That's dedication, all right? Sometimes you love those kids.
That's true. Want to fucking trick your kids into loving you. That's fucking.
That's not traumatizing at all.
No, the kids are fine.
And then he gets a show out of it.
That's right.
Things just work out. You got your kids. Hello. How high can you make it? Hello. Hello. Oh, hello there, darling.
You like some cream and sugar? Oh, one number two.
He started sounding Pillsbury Doughboy. God. Mrs. Doubtfire. What a great movie. Terrible. What a great movie.
Great movie.
Yeah, so that's a thought. That was the conversation. Would you?
So yeah, I want to get the robot version of myself.
I would not.
Yeah, well, like the chat's like saying like you can give your wife foot rubs, massages. Yeah, and you wouldn't have to do that. The
Yeah,
robot.
but what do I
would.
does it too well?
That was a rule of multiplicity. No hanky panky with the wife. No, the clones cannot hanky panky. Not allowed. That's what rule. That's what the original copy says.
Are we gonna have the Pulp Fiction conversation? Is a foot rub? Is a foot rub count as something? What was it? A foot rub don't mean shit. That was.
Did you give me a foot rub? Shut the fuck up. Come on, man. Good John Travolta.
He's like, man, I'm feeling kind of tired. No, yeah, foot rub is yeah, you can't, especially when you're married.
No, married? Nope.
Yeah, you can't be giving a married woman a foot massage.
Hell no. You want to live? Don't do that.
Yeah, unless your fucking window says foot massages in the front and you're verified by the Better Business Bureau, you have no business around wives.
You have to have a whole fucking business with it and have years of experience before you fucking even think about touching it.
I better see some fucking degrees on that wall. Oh man. Yeah. But that was the conversation that was being had. What else you guys
Oh, we got.
I tell you, I went to a 66 Mini 2 weeks ago.
You told me.
Oh, I told you. So 2 weeks ago, we were gonna spend time with B and her niece, and we're like trying to figure out where to go. And we're like, and I saw that 626 Mini was gonna happen in Santa Monica. I'm like, screw it, let's go. Tickets are free.
Santa Monica Boulevard.
So I'm like,
We
fuck
love
it,
it.
let's go. And we get there, and park, turn the corner, and we go in. I'm like, oh, cool, like awesome, looks just like it, right? You walk in, they show the ticket, and I'm like, okay, wait, that's it? Like
Get out of here.
and it's done. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it was fucking tiny, and I'm like, all right, it's small, but whatever. They did say mini. Let me at least give it a little walk around. 1 minute. That's all it took to get around.
You have to remember, 66 is fucking huge.
Yeah.
66 is 3 separate lines of food vendors, plus like the artist alley, plus like a whole stage area.
So Artist Alley was 2 booths, and then it was like 12 food spots. And what I didn't like though was that there was like one whole row was basically the same thing. It was meat on the stick and squid on the stick. And I like squid on the stick, but I want more variety. Come on, like give me something else. There was a hand roll spot, and then B thought, she goes, oh, it's 2 per order. And I'm like, all right, get me spicy tuna, whatever you get. All right. She's like, okay. So she goes, I went to the bar. The bar's in the middle. I come back and I'm like, you still in line? She's like, yeah, it was a long line. I'm like, cool. She goes, oh, by the way, it doesn't come 2 to an order. It's 1 per order, and each one's like $16.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, did you only get me 1? Oh, she goes, since I told you 2, like I got you 2. I'm like, no, I would have been completely fine with just 1.
Nah, you would have been inside like I said 2.
So and don't get me wrong, they were good. They were delicious. But Jesus Christ, $16 for a fucking hand roll?
Yeah, and we had this conversation, and that's why I told Percy, like, that's why you go with a big group. That way, that one $16 item can go to 3-4 people.
True.
And not just, I'm already full off the one item.
Yeah, 626 is still crazy expensive though. It really is. You do go spend some
Yeah.
moolahs. But I will say that we did get really full last time, which was satisfying.
That's good.
And we had a good food sharing situation going on. So we got to try a lot of stuff. But we did better at 626 this time than we did the first time. We were
The first time they would, for some reason, Slunk and Carter were like, ooh, food, like, and they go like, I want this, and they decide to get like.
You should have fucking hungry.
Yeah,
Oh,
no. But they show up and they get like a bunch from like one place, and then like they're done eating. And then like we still walk around, I was like, oh, but
I want
I
that
want
now.
that. But I want that too. So yeah, you get the one thing, you take a bite, move on.
Yeah. So then again, did the quick wrap around, and then B's like, oh, there's like this egg thing. So she's like, I'm waiting in line here. I'm like, oh, cool. Fuck it, I'm gonna try the chicken skewers. So I go get the chicken skewers. And I'm like, ooh, spicy. I like a spicy one. Again, expensive, but I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, only $25.
And I got it. And then they come out order like, oh, for being so nice, which I don't know, because I really didn't talk to them, gave me another chicken skewer. So I had a spicy one and a teriyaki one. I'm like, score! I got a free one.
You paid for the spicy?
I paid for the spicy and I got a free teriyaki one.
Okay.
So I got 2 skewers. I'm like, oh, awesome, right? So I go back and be still waiting for her food. It's taking forever. I'm like, all right.
You're in third place going back.
So I'm like, here, take the teriyaki one, and I'll take the spicy one. She goes, okay. I take a bite out of that spicy one. It was fucking terrible. It literally felt like they got ketchup and like some type of supposed spicy stuff, mixed that together, and then grilled the chicken in that, because it just tasted bad. Like, I took a bite. I'm like, I can't.
So was it the sauce or the chicken?
The chicken was fine. It's the sauce they put on it was just not. It's not not spicy.
You like ketchup sauce?
Basically, not like that. And I'm like, fuck. She's like, what's wrong? I'm like, you want to try it? She goes, what? Is it bad? Is it spicy? I'm like, oh no, it's not spicy at all. But it just doesn't taste good. She's like, it can't be that bad. She took a nibble. She's like, oh, nope, that's all you. And I'm like, I'm not gonna finish this. So she's still giving me her teriyaki, which teriyaki was actually good. So I'm thinking about like, this motherfucker that gave me the free one knew.
They
knew this shit was terrible. They're like, let's give you a good one too, so it wouldn't be that bad.
We swear we have good stuff.
You just picked the wrong one this time.
Yeah, that's on you. That's on you.
So then B's food finally comes out, right? And some egg thing, and took a bite. I'm like, oh, this is not bad. Cool, whatever. And then like I want to say once she finished, she's like, ugh. I'm like, what's wrong? She goes, that aftertaste is weird. I'm like, really? I didn't get any, but then I'm thinking because the other food just masked everything.
Now you had ketchup sauce in your
Yeah.
stuff.
And then we look around and like there's still a couple other spots. We're like, you want to just go? And her niece, I'm like, do you want anything around? She's like, I want Panda. I'm like, let's take you to Panda. So we end up leaving, and we were literally there for maybe 45 minutes to an hour because we went back to the parking. You know, Santa Monica,
Yeah.
like it's only 90 minutes free, and then from there, we put the ticket in free. That's how little time we were there. Like we were like, fuck
Yeah,
this.
626 is like a how long can you last experience.
Yeah, and then so I would not go there again unless I'm able to see all the and pick, and there's gonna be an actual like food center. Like, oh yeah, that's what I want. Because it was bad, dude. It was just not a pleasant experience. There's nowhere to sit. There's no which, again, you can't. There's nowhere to sit. There's like maybe some tables, but they're always super packed.
Yeah.
But it just ugh. And Santa Monica is just disgusting.
Just hate the beach. Just hate.
No, I love the beach. I just hate Santa
Just
Monica.
be here. Just hate being anywhere. I was outside.
The real world.
Yeah, it reminds me of when we went to 66. We had that cheese bread roll thing. I forgot what it was, but it was like a round piece of bread, and it had like I don't know, like mozzarella or something in the middle.
Yeah.
And the bread was really good. And then we dipped it into the sauce. And right now, when I said ketchup sauce, it immediately clicked that that's exactly what it tasted like. Like
It's just ketchup.
it was really sweet, right?
Yeah, it was sweet. Sometimes you don't expect that.
You're expecting savory, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, I get you.
I expected just another piece of bread with some marinara or something.
Something rich, something good. And it's like sweet.
Whoa,
Sugary.
azúcar.
Azúcar.
You guys want to get into what we've been watching? What you've been seeing?
Sure.
Yeah.
What you done dids?
Blank, what have you been watching?
I just started watching Barry on HBO.
Another Berg show?
I heard that's really good.
Barry, yeah, it's a show like starring, directed by, written by Bill Hader. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Bill Hader, the actor from SNL,
Yeah.
who like can't hold it together and always laugh. Yeah, it's basically a show about this assassin, like hired assassin guy who served in Afghanistan, former military guy, hitman for hire, and he accidentally wants to become an actor like suddenly, and so he has like this whole issue with like wanting to like be an actor, but then like having to go kill people, and the conflict that creates.
Yeah.
So
So,
I'm
wait,
like,
so is he the assassin?
yeah, he's an assassin.
I don't see him as like an assassin type.
yeah, he's an assassin, and he does yeah, NoHo Frank. So there's a character in the show called NoHo Frank, and I don't know who the actor is, but he's the actor with he's bald and he has like no eyebrows too.
Yes, and he played Victor Zsasz in Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly.
I'll probably look at him.
Yeah,
And
go ahead.
and
NoHo Frank.
it's great. Like they do LA. Like it's very LA. Like the show is very LA. Like the whole acting thing and actors and Henry Winkler is like the acting coach. And he's great.
The Fonz.
And the Fonz, yeah. And but then like they do the Valley, and they do the Valley so well. Like it's accurate. Like the Valley looks like the Valley, feels like the Valley. They're like rich Valley people because NoHo Frank is in the Chechen mob. So like they're gangsters, but like it looks like a NoHo like
I gotta see this
Valley like pool backyard. But he's this fucking character, and he's kind of like he jokes a lot, and there's a lot of killing, and he makes like a lot of funnies. And one of the ones that happened on the episode we just watched was he wanted to do this thing where like he mails a bullet to the Bolivians, and then he's like, and he tells Barry to go kill this guy, right? But then he goes, no, but I want you to wait. And Barry's like, why? I have a clear shot. He's like, no, I want you to wait because we mailed him this bullet and we want him to open the envelope, see the bullet. Bang, Powell's dead. He gets a call.
He's so dramatic.
Yeah. Oh my God. And they're like, we just think it'd be pretty cool. And so then like Barry's like frustrated because he has a clear shot and he just wants to take it. And then he's like, fine. Like he's like frustrated. And then like later on he's doing stuff and he gets a text from NoHo Frank and it says, just be patient. And then it's like, and then you text a picture of hang in there and it's the cat. Like the hang in there cat. It's so funny.
He's got that assassin humor.
It's fucking hilarious. But it's a good show. I mean, I'm liking it so far.
Yeah, I've heard really good things about it.
Yeah.
So I add it to the list of stuff I'm not gonna watch.
Doesn't it have like deep seasons too, like 2, 3?
I think it's only 2.
I don't know.
I think the third one's coming out soon.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to catch up to the wife. She's already seen it. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
Look at Percy, what you been seasoned?
not much, but I've rewatching Jersey Shore with V because
Yeah.
she's watching it. And
Get crazy, get wild.
there's so much things I completely forgot. I forgot the whole Pauly D meme was from the Miami season. And just watched
the hair up.
The hair up like, ugh. And
It's so good.
and just watching like, I'm like, fuck, like, just the things. I remember certain parts, but rewatching, I'm like, I don't remember this, but fuck, this is interesting in the city. And they say, and I'm like, and the way they edit it, they're like, they show you like, oh, it's gonna happen, right? The slap, and you're like, all right, when's it coming? When's it coming? And it's the last fucking clip of the episode,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, you motherfuckers got
You know
me.
what they're doing?
And
They know MTV knows how to edit.
they do. They're really good at it.
Dude, Jersey Shore was just one of those like, you know, you're not getting anything out of it, but it's
At
just
all.
pure entertainment. Like, let me watch this. Let me turn off my brain, and I'm gonna enjoy Pauly D yelling stuff.
That's perfect. That's perfect. It just you literally are turning off your brain.
Cats are here. Cats are here.
Oh my God. Like right now, this episode was fucking Mike made chicken, like he's always cooking, right?
Uh-huh.
Puts it in the fridge, and fucking Snooki comes in like opens the fridge, blah, fucking chicken on the floor, and she doesn't know how to clean it, and Vinny's like, look, get a rag, and no, I know what I'm doing, and she's like. He's like, obviously you don't know how to clean because you're not doing it. I'm like,
It's
it's something stupid.
Simple
It's
situations
hilarious.
that just become, they make them bigger, and fucking you can get Pauly D.
I haven't watched this. Like, are they very like? Are they like Italian? Like, is that their
They're-
nationality?
Sort of Italian. Like
They're like third generation.
yeah, like
Okay.
Snooki's like adopted Italian, and
Yeah,
Vinny, I think he's like Vinny and Mikey
Mike.
situation.
I like the most, right?
Yeah, and I think Pauly D is like a little bit,
Whoa.
but yeah, they're sort of. they become super Italian when they go to Italy, Slunk, right?
That later on.
Yeah, the
Later
vacation
on.
episode, Slunk.
Oh yeah. Hold
They
on.
learn how to say the cabs are here in Italian. You go, si sa so swear, and just start yelling that shit.
Oh, man, but it's just dumb fun TV.
Yeah, Gym 10 Laundry, Percy.
What about you?
I've been
Fucking
watching.
Neighbor's Dog is what we're watching.
Yeah, what the heck?
Watching that dog over there. Been watching Industrial Light and Magic. That's the Disney docu-series on Disney Plus when they're going through.
Backless.
Go get him, Percy. Go park him back.
Yeah, go park it. I'll go to stick the camera over there.
Yeah, so I've been watching Industrial Light and Magic, the show on Disney Plus, and it's pretty much. Is it turning? Get to switch it. We watch as Percy goes around trying to find the closest thing to him. Nothing. Oh, he sees us. Run! He sees us. So Industrial Light and Magic is a show on Disney Plus. It's a docu-series on ILM, the company that George Lucas made but really didn't do anything except say, I want to do this. And they go, we don't know how to do that. Figure it out. I'm going back to England and fucking filming Star Wars. That's pretty much, that's all ILM is like. Is it George Lucas going, I want to see this on screen. We don't know how to do that.
Figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. Just think about it. And the episode's called Just Think About It.
Oh, God.
Wait, so it's just George Lucas going in and telling them to do this?
Yeah, that's pretty much ILM is. He already had the idea for Star Wars and like he already knew like in his head what he wanted to look like. And he's like, I want it to be dogfights in space. And I want to see all this crazy shit of X-Wing going this way and a TIE fighter going like this and going down and doing all these crazy maneuvers. And he has the storyboards ready. He's like, all right, good luck, guys.
I expect this done when I came back.
Yeah. So
they're like, what a genius. Oh my God, what a revolutionary. You know, like everybody's like slaving away, creating his vision, like working long hours, and he comes back and he's like, yeah, this looks good. And everybody's like, fuck, man, that George Lucas, what a hard worker. What a brilliant man. What a brilliant man.
Yeah, so with ILM, they took all so you know how back in the day with like the King Kong movies of like stop motion animation and it was all like I don't know, David and Goliath versus like barbarians and some shit, like fighting skeletons or something like that. It's all that stop motion stuff.
Yeah.
It was all these creative people from back in the day who they weren't doing that type of film anymore. So they had all these people. There was no like big digital company or special effects company that are doing these things. So they all sort of like happen to know each other. And like, hey, we're working on this project. Come here. Hey, we're working on this project. Come here. And they all just happen to get together like, we need to film these things. We don't know what we're doing. Let's build cameras. Let's build some rails for the cameras. Let's build this 30-foot thing to have the Death Star run his trench. Oh, how are we going to have the camera go by? Oh, just put it on the back of a truck and just drive by it.
Really?
Yeah. It was all just old tricks that they knew from film or from when they were growing up. And they were using it to modernize it.
That's fucking cool.
But it was nuts. It's all interesting up until like the 80s because then it gets like super digital and it's like not as interesting.
Like,
Yeah, it becomes it's a Pixar and like all these other things. They made Pixar, they made Photoshop and Premiere. Yeah, George Lucas was like, I want to edit digitally. Like, what does that mean? Good luck. That's all he does. I want to do this. All right, and he takes off. That's all he does.
Well, that was kind of the realization, or kind of sad realization I had when I watched the movies that made us about the Nightmare Before Christmas. And it was like Tim Burton was barely involved. You know, like it's his, I guess like his art aesthetic. But like, but yeah, he did that thing where he would like come in, tell people what he wants, approve things, and then like leave to go work on something else. That's kind of crazy.
I gotta go work on fucking Edward Scissorhands. I'll be back.
Yeah. So a lot of credit goes Like, it's funny because he's like not in that. She's not in that episode at all. Like it's everybody else who did all the work and all their labor to make it happen. You know,
And he takes all the credit.
well, because it was like the first fully animated stop motion film, right? Something like that. Like I don't know, something like that. Like the technical part of it was like an achievement. Like, oh, this is a big fucking deal. Like,
Yeah. We're going to spend a whole movie just on claymation, you know, or whatever the hell you want to call it.
yeah.
But yeah, it's like 6 episodes. They're all like an hour each. And like I said, it's interesting up until the digital age. And then they do Jurassic Park. Like, ooh, I'm interested again. And it's like, Jurassic Park was going to be either like claymation, like full stop claymation animation stuff, or digital. But the stuff they showed for claymation, that would look really good. So like they already had like the Velociraptor scene in the kitchen chasing the kids. They already had that, and like as a work to like when they really do it, and the computer stuff was just starting to come out. It's like they have bare like T-Rex bones. They're like, this shit ain't gonna work. Like, you guys don't have anything. We're halfway done with the movie, you know. And then they came in with like a full T-Rex like running down like on grass, and like with all like sunlight not like hitting with like shadows and dark and rain. And they're like, oh my God, this is the future. Like, that's all it took. And then you look at it like, compared to like now, Sanders, like, this is not that great. But like, I can imagine
Yeah, I'll do that with video games sometimes where it's kind of hard to remember like, oh, the original Rainbow Sixes, like just how amazing they were and realistic they were. Wow, you get to like do technical attacks on these buildings and like you get to map it all out and just it looks so good. Like you needed a whole
B Squad. You're gonna go over here, break through this door. You're gonna put a bomb in break through, kill these 3 people here, like setting up everything, and then you go back to it. Now it's like, whew, those polygons are really working right now.
Yeah, like Minecraft looks way more high def than this, and they're fucking boxes.
About 007, GoldenEye.
Trash.
God, how rough that was. Can we go back to play it? Because the way we picture it now, you know, where we control left stick, right stick. But that one was, you would move with the yellow arrows, left, right, and then
the C-pad.
C-pad, thank you, C-pad. And if you want to shoot someone, you had to hold, right bumper to bring up the trigger, the aiming sight, and then you would move the.
That's why you need 3 handles to do all these things on it.
God, I didn't even think about going back to that.
Don't.
Don't. Just hold those fond memories.
There was a new game that premiered during the wannabe E3 or fake E3, whatever it's called, Summerfest, Game Fest, and they pretty much remade GoldenEye, and you could use your mouse now. Like that's pretty much like what the innovation was. So yeah, I watched Industrial Light and Magic.
Nice. I need to watch some more stuff.
It's just cool seeing like all the behind the scenes stuff, like just ruining the magic, kind of. Because for me, I was always like, "Ooh, that's cool! Like it's interesting." And to see how they actually did, it, it's like, "Ooh, that's still cool and interesting." But it's like not as cool and interesting as I first thought it was.
Like you thought it was gonna be way bigger than you're like, oh, that's how you guys did it.
When I found out about matte paintings used on film, I was like, what does that mean? So a lot of like Star Wars, like the big scenes, is like matte paintings where it's just a painting, and then they take a film of that and then put that pretty much on top of film, and it's covering all the parts that you don't need to see. So like there's a scene of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he's like turning off the power grid or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's like walking behind this big ass column. And all you see is like him in the column, like that they're filming, and the matte painting is just covering that whole thing and making it look like it's going like thousands of feet down. Yeah, but you can't do that. How are you gonna do that with computers at that point? So you just go put that on top and like, all right, job's done.
That's fucking interesting. All right, maybe I should check this out.
That's what I'm saying. The magic behind the magic is interesting, but
it ruins it.
But it ruins your original magic, and then you don't realize how many of those scenes are like that.
Fuck. That's cool though.
Yeah. Ruining the magic, Slunk.
Alrighty. We're rounding out about an hour on our first perfect attempt on this podcast today.
The
Probably,
Mandela effect.
probably shouldn't go the whole episode without mentioning the unfortunate passing of Dodgers legend Vin Scully, who unfortunately passed away about an hour and a half ago. And I would rather just talk about it today because it literally just happened like right before we were gonna start on our first perfect attempt at this podcast. And it's kind of crazy because you always expect it to happen. He passed away at 94.
Yeah.
And he was, if you don't know, he was the announcer for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and he was also the announcer for the Brooklyn Dodgers. He's been around that long.
Ages.
Been around longer than baseball at this point. You know?
He was there at the creation of baseball.
Yeah. He like a snake hit the ball and like I could do something with this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like there are times where you like see like your talent and then like opportunities meet somewhere, and maybe like you, I don't know, like you maybe like he hit it right, like he hit that perfect, like this was the perfect person to do this job, and he had a great voice, he had a great ability to tell stories, to fill the space, because we all understand baseball is not necessarily the most active sport when it comes to the actual watching of it. But for some reason, when you had it on in your home and Vince Scully was talking, and then even when there was pauses, you were kind of just waiting for him to talk again. That I think for a lot of Dodger fans who grew up listening to Vince Scully was like, one of the draws, one of the reasons why the team that came here in the 60s, late 60s, is as important to this city as the Yankees are to New York. I don't think it could have happened without Vince's voice, without Vince weaving those stories throughout their heydays, when they were really good in the late 70s, some in the 80s, and then carrying them all the way until like, what was it? When did he retire?
How long has it been already?
Yeah.
2019?
No, I think it was before that. I remember his last official call was what's his name? When we traded him to the Braves. He was from Atlanta too. It was his last official call was like a home run, a game-winning home run or something like that. But what the fuck was his name? Guy with the curly hair. He was actually really good too.
2016.
Yeah, 2016.
Okay, off by 3 years.
And that was just kind of like, yeah, it's sad, but it's also like kind of cool. Like the guy did live a good life. The guy lived a full life. I think he lives in Pasadena, or he did live in Pasadena with his wife. Now he's with his wife, who passed away like a year or two ago. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys want to like even talk about it, or if you had anything to say.
Like my first memory of watching the Dodger game was hearing his voice, and it sucks, but 94 years old, he had a great life. Had an impact on the team, impact on the late people loved him here. It's sad, but he had a good life.
As our friend Kevin Smith would say, big bucket of wind.
Yeah.
Anytime like a celebrity that passes away and had a crazy long ass life, broadcasting everywhere and everything. They do like NFL at one point too. They did like Super Bowls.
I think like 1 or 2 Super Bowls, something like that.
Yeah, like which announcers are jumping around sport to sport, going, you know what, I can do that. I can do that too. Get out of here. I'm better than you at this.
But the thing is, and loved, because there's some like, what was it, Joe Buck?
We're not talking negative stuff. We're talking Vin.
Yeah, just beloved by everyone.
Yeah,
respected by everyone.
Like Slug was saying, just like filling in dead air is like, oh, it's a single to first by Normal Garcia Parra. back in Boston, he was like, and just started a random tangent that he just had
I'm like,
ready.
you know what? Yeah, thank you for that. Like,
Nomar had his favorite restaurant that he would visit every Monday morning.
Oh, no more. All right, up to the plate next.
Yeah. So.
got me invested in the Dodger Dog. What's it called? The Farmer John's.
nope.
And
No one can
Spain.
say Farmer John hot dogs that he could.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of. I mean, we've obviously been without him in the booth, but yeah. Well, we in Joe Davis and Oral Hershiser. I think we found some like really. We're fortunate. Like we got some pretty good replacements. Only time will tell.
Yeah.
What happens in the sort of the legacy of the announcing of of these legends. I mean, in LA it was very fortunate. We had Chick Hearn,
Yeah.
we had Bob Miller for the Kings, and like a lot of really good voices.
Bob Miller?
Yeah, yeah. He's the one that announced when they went in 2012. What is it? What was the famous call? And it says the I don't know. I can't remember it right now. But anyways, so that sucks. But it is like you said, a big bucket of win. So wanted to mention it. Wanted to make sure we talked about it, and we'll see what the news and the all the reports in the game and all the highlights and the memory reel that they play on the big screen. It's gonna be
The
the
Vince
whole,
Scully night, everyone just go, fuck Gavin.
Yeah.
You're the best. She is out of here.
Yeah. So, anyways, I want to thank everybody for listening to our podcast. Remember, you can subscribe to our podcast. They are on audio again. We've started putting them back up, so you can your favorite podcast app, iTunes. Remember we had the spiel before. We'd have to say them.
The sale, the spiel. You remember the spiel?
I'm not sure at all.
Remember to like us on everything. Remember to like us on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. The
MySpace.
no, the real one, the real ones.
Remember?
Yeah, your Apple Podcast, Stitcher, Pocket Cast, Google Podcasts,
We're on Spotify?
Spotify. Yeah,
Run the spoofy.
yeah, we're on Spoofy. I think.
Yeah. Wait, are we?
I'm pretty sure we are. I'll check after.
We might be on there.
Yeah. So thanks again for watching, everybody, and we will see you again next week.
Next Dodger week. Same Dodger channel.
Bye.
Bye.